Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
And good morning, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Nick Johnson here. Mike Napolitano to my left. Welcome to the UA Break Room here at our 9 a.m. show. Mike, how you doing?
Doing great. We're here on the holiday and excited to win some holiday prizes with some of these holiday-themed breaks that we got going on today.
Exactly right, my man, because we just dropped a brand new Memorial Day drop here in the UA Break Room, as we usually do. When it comes to these holidays, we're pretty up-to-date when it comes to these things. So brand new Memorial Day series just dropped. Let me go ahead and just show it to you guys straight up right away. All fantastic. 30-box break right here. We're looking. I'm gonna read to you from top to from like we're reading a good old storybook here in the UA Break Room. We got Champ Bailey on the Speed Flex, Kurt Warner on a Speed Flex, Drew Brees, and as you can see here, mostly camos, mostly salute to services in these here. You know, a couple of red, white, and blue flags across the board. You see that in the Randy Moss style, the pattern. You see the Josh Allen pattern. See the American style. You see the stripes from the red, white, and blue on the American flag for the Roger Staubach. So kind of a theme you see going on here in the Memorial Day sale here. The Memorial Day Authentics. All Authentics are better. As you can see, Authentics across the board and Speed Flex is here. Like I said, I'll go ahead and read off to you the names, headliners across the board here. Champ Bailey on the Speed Flex, salute to service. Kurt Warner on a Speed Flex. Drew Brees on this Authentic with the visor on the camo spread. We got Mike Evans on this chromed out all red, cherry red Speed Flex right here with the red visor to complement that as well. Tom Brady, our big guy right here on the camo, New England Patriots, Authentic. Roger Staubach, like I mentioned, with the blue visor, with the red and white stripes going across the top, right in that sweet spot, right in that hexagon, pentagon area of the Speed Flex. A triple signed Atlanta Falcons, modern day beasts right now. Drake London, Bijan Robinson, and Kyle Pitts, all on that Speed Flex, on that new style Atlanta Falcons lid with the black visor on that one. You got Jamar Chase on the Salute to Service Bengals lid. It has the triple crown inscription on there. We got Edgerrin James on this Authentic right here with the visor as well. Peyton Manning, the Sheriff, on the Colts. It looks like a little bit of ripped action right there. Got the blue visor with that black face mask on that Colts lid right there. Randy Moss, the red, white, and blue New England Patriots Speed Flex, chromed out from top to bottom. We'll go ahead and maybe take a closer look at that bad boy. Aaron Donald on the Salute to Service Speed Flex. We got LaDainian Tomlinson on the Authentic right here on the Salute to Service Authentic. Like a nice bolt right there. Josh Allen, same thing. This, if you hop in there and you get in that AFC West, you got a great quad opportunity between Josh Allen, Bruce Smith, Randy Moss, and a Tom Brady opportunity right there. Along with, if you're in the AFC North, you got Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase. AFC West, you see Champ Bailey, LaDainian Tomlinson. Right next to each other, Peyton Manning, Edgerrin James. So we get some great double-up opportunities, quad-up opportunities. And if I'm just finishing up this last row, Bruce Smith on the speed flex, Emmitt Smith on the chromed out speed flex, and then Derrick Henry on the camo lid right there. So this is what we're looking at. Brand new series, brand new Memorial Day series. Let's see how we're doing, folks. Welcome everybody in. Or as we're liking, sharing, subscribing across all of our platforms here on the YouTube, Twitch, and the Facebook side of things. Like I said, take a closer look at everything. Here's the Peyton Manning. Like I splattered with a paintball in the back and just ripped it in there. Love that. Love that look right there. Here's the Mike Evans chromed out speed flex. Like I said, cherry red, like a new ornament there on Christmas Day. Not to be outmatched by the same chromed out red with the blue visor and the blue face mask for Josh Allen. Here's the Emmitt Smith chrome as well. Starting off like black at the bottom and slowly phasing into this blue. Love that effect that they have on there. Then finally, here's the Randy Moss New England Patriots. Like I mentioned, AFC West is probably the place to be. The AFC North with, like I said, the opportunity. A lot of AFC spots, but of course, a lot of also double up opportunities with a couple of Dallas Cowboys that we got in there as well. So hop on in there, guys and gals. As while we're also looking at my screen, let's go ahead and establish today's dice roll. Because, of course, the Chase Wheel Spin, I'm just going to automatically make it the Memorial Day break that we have going on today. So Memorial Day break is going to be the Chase Wheel Spin, but we need to see what our dice roll is going to be. We need a 6 or higher. 7 is good enough for me. Good to go right there. So 7 is our dice roll. That's how many times we go around. Chase Wheel Spin will be our Memorial Day sale, which we just dropped. Let me go ahead and add that to the ticker as well. And just go ahead and add. Bang, bang, bang. There's a 30-box break, ladies and gentlemen, so go ahead. Dive on in, attack. It's our Chase Wheel Spin on the day, so any Memorial Day break sales, any breaks that we get done here in the UA break room on the 9 a.m. stream gets broken, all your names will be thrown into a randomizer, and at the very end, if whoever's at the very top gets a chance at some UA cash and a Chase Wheel Spin. So I'm gonna go ahead quickly again. Look at the break page, see what we're rocking and rolling with. Some people are diving into the Memorial Day sale, so good to go there. But like I mentioned, otherwise wide open just about everywhere else. We're very healthy here in the UA break room. Before we take a look at my screen and show you what we're working with, I'll tell you 7 headliners on 17 boxes in the jerseys. 14 headliners on 29 boxes. A brand new, fresh set of diamonds here in the UA break room. Still 18 boxes, 11 headliners in the vault, but still 2 vault keys. A vault key can give you, again, UA cash, $300 gift card still available, and a $100 gift card still available in the vault section. Practice squad, 7 headliners on 17 boxes. We have 1 more mini, and then we'll be on to our next set of minis. The one last mini is a Michael Vick. It's a Michael Vick. We just have to determine what the divisions are and what team what team that actually is on. So hopefully you're either falling in the NFC East, the NFC South, or, well, he was on the Steelers, so AFC North, a potential right there as well. So keep your fingers crossed. One last mini, and then on to the next set of minis. Like I said, we know it's Michael Vick. We just got to determine what that division is for all you players out there. Black and blue, half and half. Those are half authentics, half speed flexes with a little blemish, but like I said, sometimes it's not as bad as you think. 14 headliners on 22 boxes in the black and blue, half and half. And then our basketball series, 14 headliners on 24 boxes. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything that we're working with here in the UA break room. Like I just mentioned, we took a look at the Memorial Day sale. We'll take a look at that again before we're on our way out. But so let me take a quick look at the diamonds. Like I said, fresh set of diamonds. Just dropped those yesterday. as if I'm reading a storybook here. No headliners were pulled, just a bonus banger from yesterday. We have Kurt Warner on an authentic, Bo Nix on this Speedflex right here with the orange visor on that one, kind of orange yellowish visor on that one, not to be outmatched by the authentic down below Terrell Davis with the old school, old school Denver Broncos logo. He's just snorting out all the hate and frustration on that logo. I love that. So Terrell Davis Authentics, a nice double up opportunity if you hop into the AFC West, if you're able to fall into the AFC West division. Saquon Barkley on an authentic. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Also Josh Allen in the upper right on a Speedflex slate. He's got the MVP inscription on there. Saquon Barkley on a Philadelphia Eagles authentic. Terrell Davis, same like I mentioned, on that Denver Broncos authentic. Can't go wrong with a Steve Young on the, just like I said, safe. It's good. It's nice and safe. The San Francisco 49ers logo on the Speedflex right there. Justin Jefferson on the Winter Soldier or Winter Warrior. My apologies. Don't want to get sued by Marvel on that one. Winter Warrior, Justin Jefferson lid right there. And then Baker Mayfield. You like orange? How about that orange? Baker Mayfield on the chromed out, oranged out, creamsicle Buccaneers lid. Marshall Faulk on the Colts lid right there. Love that. And then Derrick Henry on the, like a crimson, almost like crimson, like, almost, he wasn't crimson, he was a crimson tie, a little roll tide guy. Like almost crimson red on the Baltimore Ravens lid with the gold face mask, gold logo on there, and then not to be outmatched again, the gold ink that complements that all well there. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. I see 18 people across the board here on Facebook, YouTube, and the Twitch side of things, making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing. Here's our Derrick Henry that we have right here. Like I said, very unique. I haven't seen this color rolling with a Derrick Henry helmet. Almost like a little purple, little red action going on the color scheme. But I love the gold that's going on. That's probably my favorite part right here. Signs it right in that sweet spot where most Speedflexes go. And like I mentioned, the Derrick, and like I said, the gold logo right there. What else is on there? King Henry, of course. King Henry on the side right there. Yes. It'd be a great crown right there to have your King Henry. And then the creamsicle Baker Mayfield chromed out Speedflex right there. The silver visor and the silver face mask. Goes well with the silver logo and the white ink on there. Absolutely fantastic. Hopping into the vault really quick. Like I mentioned, we have 18 boxes, 11 headliners, and 2 vault keys still left. We're looking at Josh Allen on the Speedflex up here. Nico Collins on this custom Speedflex as well. LaDainian Tomlinson on this Bolts, this Chargers Bolts slate right here on the rep. Steve Young on this authentic right here. Again, can't go wrong with a Niners logo just chilling. It's a good old fashioned, old reliable, I would like to say. Kurt Warner on this rep, this Rams rep right here. Bo Nix on this authentic slate right here for the Denver Broncos. Derrick Henry on this authentic right here. And then George Kittle down below as well on this Niners slate. So nice opportunity here in the NFC West if you're going home with a modern-day Niners dog legend in George Kittle, or then, of course, a Hall of Famer in Steve Young on that same breath. And then, again, same breath. AFC West, LaDainian Tomlinson, Bo Nix, not too shabby. Not too shabby, my friend. So great opportunities to double up in the vault section. Now, like I mentioned, here's the Nico Collins that's still available. Fantastic. Nice custom right there. Love looking at that. The red visor to complement the blue and the black. The Collins across the spine of it on the top of it. We also have the Josh Allen chromed out Speedflex still available as it slowly fades from the white down below into the red up top, the red visor, and then the silver face mask to complement that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Could look at that all day long, my friend. So hop on into the vault, like I mentioned, not just those helmets that are available. It's still 2 vault keys, a $300 vault key, and a $100 vault key still available. still lurking around. Like I mentioned, the Memorial Day sale. We started with that. We can end with that as well really quickly. But not to mention the practice squad. Practice squad still looking healthy as well. 17 boxes, 7 headliners. We're looking for an Eli Manning mini, Edgerrin James on the authentic, Aiden Hutchinson on an authentic, Aaron Donald on an authentic, and then a Bears Legends mixture of some Hall of Famers. Like I said, some just straight up Bears Legends. 9 autos on that one. 9 autos on that one, including Otis Wilson, Jim McMahon, and Dan Hampton, all on that Bears Hall of Fame and Legends galore on that authentic. We can do, like I said, we can do some more detective work as we figure out who and what, where, who else signed on that bad boy. And then also secondary headliners, but not pictured, is Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson. Interested to see what that Garrett Wilson piece might be. Hopefully it's a helmet. Maybe it's a jersey. Like I said, practice squad. It leaves it up to a lot of the open mind. We also have our basketball series still looking good as well. 24 boxes, 14 headliners still lurking as well. So well over 50% chance of landing a headliner here. We're looking at Karl Malone, Dirk Nowitzki, and Paul Pierce, all on licensed jerseys. Shaquille O'Neal also available, just on a regular jersey, not a licensed jersey. Kevin Garnett on the Larry O'Brien trophy. And we'll be seeing that in approximately maybe about probably 2 weeks, probably, I would think. Is that how they... Yeah, about two and a half weeks maybe. Allen Iverson on a Funko Pop. And then a slew of basketballs. We got Steve Nash, Dwayne Wade, Damian Lillard, James Harden. And then on a basketball, but this is a City Connect basketball, Tyrese Maxey. And love how thick and bold the signature is. Already can tell that by the picture. So can't wait to bust that out and see it in person. But Tyrese Maxey, the City of Brotherly Love, City Connect jersey, City Connect basketball. Nice double-up opportunity already with Allen Iverson still available and Tyrese Maxey on the basketball. It would be Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce because they're both on the Celtics gear. Love seeing that. So plenty of nice double-up opportunities in the basketball section. Still got our half and half black and blue series. This is all authentic, half authentics, half speed flexes with a little blemish and a bruise. So like I mentioned, we'll bust out our microscope, we'll bust out our little magnifying glass and see what we're working with. But sometimes it's just a little bit of ink that dried up towards the end, or maybe an earpiece fell off that we can easily reattach. Sometimes it's just a little nick or smudge, or even just like the sticker is kind of bubbled up, which some people even in the chat were like, hey, all you got to do is add some light heat and roll that bad boy out, and you're good to go. And so, don't mind. That sounds good to me. So, looking plenty fine here. I'm going to start with the speed flexes. I'm going to go with Emmitt Smith on a speed flex, Brian Urlacher, Kurt Warner, Bo Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Randy Moss, Justin Jefferson, and Russell Wilson, all available on speed flexes. And then on the authentics, we see Darrelle Revis, Derrick Henry, Edgerrin James. And then secondary headliners. These could also be speed flexes as well. We're going to have to check those out. We have some bonus banger speed flexes lurking throughout. Then, like I said, secondary headliners include Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen, and Eric Dickerson. Looking fine and dandy there. Let me take a quick peek at all those pictures we still got. So, like I said, still got the Baker. Got a ton of great Baker Mayfield pieces in here today. So if you're a Tampa Bay fan, if you're chasing Baker Mayfield, this is the place to be right now. He's showing this half and half. He is spread out nice and good here in the UA break room. The Jay Jettas already went. Here's the Bo Jackson, this gold chromed out. You like gold? How about this gold? Raiders, Bo Jackson on the chromed out speed flex. Speaking of gold, also got gold Emmitt Smith on the Cowboys lid right here. Not to be mistaken, like I said, basically a nice little copy and paste other than just the logos and the signature. Looking fantastic there. Randy Moss looking good as well. Unfortunately not available. And then I still believe the Kurt Warner should still be here as well. So there we go, Kurt Warner. All available, ready to roll. in the half and half series. Talked about the vault, talked about the diamond, practice squad, basketball. Jerseys really quick. Jersey right quick. Alvin Kamara, we're still looking for. Jamar Chase, as well as Joe Montana, Jamison Williams, Adrian Peterson, and then secondary headliners include Kenneth Walker III and Javon Curse, the freak. Some nice threads. If I don't say so myself, I'm still digging that. Adrian Peterson with the gold lettering and gold numbers. Nice trim right there. The Jamar, you can't go wrong with the Jamar Chase. Peter Stan says that Kurt Warner's looking sweet. Yes, it is, my friend. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. On the minis, not pictured, so I don't need to go ahead and show you the picture. We still have one more mini. It's Michael Vick, secondary headliner. Like I said, as soon as we fill that up, last mini, and then on to the next set of minis, we just need to determine what that division is, whether that be, like I mentioned, maybe he's chilling in the AFC North, the NFC East, or the NFC South. We'll have to figure that one out. Is there any other team he was on? I think those were his three. I can double check really quick as well. But like I mentioned, since we're all still here as well, Memorial Day break, bright, fresh, brand new. All these bad boys ready to roll. Champ Bailey, Kurt Warner, Drew Brees, Mike Evans, Tom Brady, Roger Staubach, the triple signed Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, the triple crown Jamar Chase salute to service, Edgerrin James, Peyton Manning, Randy Moss, Aaron Donald, LaDainian Tomlinson, Josh Allen, Bruce Smith, Emmitt Smith, and Derrick Henry. Brand new, fresh set Memorial Day sale. This is also our Chase wheel spin on the day. So go ahead, guys, crack into this Memorial Day sale. And as soon as we do that, you get into the Chase wheel spin on the morning. It's going to be a fun day. So hopefully you're enjoying your day off. Glad to see everyone in here. Like I said, at least 20 people across the board here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing. Making sure we're growing this UA break page so we can fill up the breaks faster and faster each and every time. Let's take another quick look at all these fresh Memorial Day lids. This is the Peyton Manning Colts Speed Flex. Like I said, almost like it got shot in the back by like a paintball explosion in the back of him. Love that. The blue visor to complement the blue Colts logo. And like I said, also that little ripped paint effect on the back. This is the Mike Evans, the cherry red ornament style, all red visor, silver face mask, red helmet. Love the chrome on that. It's absolutely fantastic. Speaking of red chrome, how about Josh Allen, but this time with a blue face mask and blue visor. Round and round she goes. Where that Josh Allen Speed Flex ends up, nobody knows except for you guys. So hop on into the break room and go ahead and get your chance to win that bad boy. As well as this Emmitt Smith chromed out, like I said. Starts off silver, like I said, black, and slowly transitions to the blue up top. Love that effect. We've been getting a lot of those. Slowly, like I said, slowly fading into different colors. Effect on the Speed Flexes. This one was... Slow down there, Alex. Sorry, this one was really quick. Spun. You give this one a spin. Love looking at that one. Nice and round she goes. Looks absolutely fantastic. And then here is the Randy Moss. Also on the New England Patriots Speed Flex. So like I mentioned, between Bruce Smith, Randy Moss, Tom Brady on the New England Patriots camo, or the New England Patriots salute to service, and then also this Josh Allen. Hop into that quad box. Somehow, some way, you're in that AFC East. You get all those bad boys. That'd be the goal. That'd be the Memorial Day treat right there. So I'll quickly refresh, see where we're at slot wise. People getting into the quad, people getting into the double, and then single is wide open, folks. So go ahead, guys. Don't be shy. Hop in. Get what you guys need. Get what you guys can. We say this every single time. You guys are already halfway there. You've done the work. You woke up. You clicked the button to watch us. Might as well hop in. and get to the breaks before everyone else does. The early bird gets the break. No reason for this Memorial Day sale for like, oh, I want that. I want the Tom Brady. I want the Randy Moss. I want the Josh Allen. Maybe I'll wait. No, that phrase, maybe I'll wait, should not be in your vernacular. That's gone. That's out the window. You take the time now, hop in the Memorial Day sale. Not only are you going to get a chance at all these brand new speed flexes, all these brand new authentics, you're going to be able to throw yourself into the wheel spin, the chase wheel spin on the morning. So go ahead, guys and gals. Take the opportunity, take the time now, go ahead and attack the break room. Is there anything, I know you were up and about, you're catching up on a couple orders, so I'm going to ask you from, I don't know if you saw, click it up on my screen so you can get a nice little visual of what we're working with. What Memorial Day helmet are you looking forward to getting broken into?
Well, you were talking about the really nice two-tone stuff. And that Randy Moss, that chrome, looks really nice over there. We don't see him too often on something other than a Vikings lid, so that's a really rare get here in the break room.
Love seeing that. Love seeing him on the, exactly right. Love seeing him with the Viking stuff. Even though as Bears fans, I don't mind. He's just so much of a legend, you can't be mad at him. Would love the I think exactly right. If I'm getting Randy Moss, I'd love that straight cash homie inscription on there. However,
right.
If I'm getting the chrome, I'll shut my mouth. I'll be satisfied.
Exactly.
Absolutely fantastic piece. And like I mentioned, that AFC East, that is the division quad opportunity for sure. You see the Tom Brady authentic at the top. The Randy Moss chromed out speed flex in the second row, and that Josh Allen, same thing, copy paste, but just with a Buffalo Bills logo essentially on that speed flex, and then the Bruce Smith speed flex as well. Ooh, nice. He's got the 200 sacks inscription on there. That's awesome. Love when the guys take the time to go and write on an inscription, especially like I mentioned, that Jamar Chase, that Triple Crown inscription on there. Love seeing that. Love taking the time to look at that. Like I said, then when they write a little essay, it makes it exactly right. Put a little effort in there. Love seeing that. So we're looking good, folks. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. As our guy Jacom would say, I don't want to steal his thunder. I'm not going to steal his flow, bar for bar, word for word. But whoop whoop. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 9th, creeping up on 9:30. I want to get into some breaks. Like I said, I'm always selfish in the morning. I got to see some stuff before everyone else has the fun throughout the day. If you're speed flex chasing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 speed flexes on the headliners here in the Memorial Day section. Our black and blue half and half has at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 speed flex headliners. We can still have some sprinkled throughout. I see the diamond section has 5 speed flexes listed on their headliners. So that's what, 8, 8, 16, it's 21 right there. 26 or 20, 21, 22, 23 with the vault as well. So I'm counting upwards of 23 speed flexes plus sprinkled throughout the break room here today. So for speed flex chasing, we're everywhere. We're in the diamonds. We're in this new Memorial Day sale. We're in this half and half. We're in the vault. If we're just looking for anything else, let us know. Okay. I hope she says she stopped dreaming. I don't know about that. Well, we'll see about that, Jamie. I don't know where she stay at, so we'll have to see that. Yeah. So guys and gals, let us know what you're doing. Memorial Day. I don't know. Is there any Memorial Day traditions you guys get to? I know probably some barbecuing, maybe just some good old family time. Some people, again, if it's a nice day out, this is probably the time where they maybe get the pool cleaned out and get that ready to go for the rest of the summer. For the neighborhood kids run on over like, hey, can I go swim? No, Go to the public pool, you menaces. Dennis the Menace. Rocking and rolling here in the UA break room, like I mentioned, guys and gals. It's been fun. It's been fun. Let's take a look around the league, maybe. And we got some, maybe get some morning baseball or something like that today. White Sox dropped a heartbreaker last night. They were up going into the ninth. And then Adolis Garcia, I believe, or Higashioka, I don't remember, takes the lead. I know, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. Yeah, we get some 12-10 start, a 110 start, a 120 start, 205. Nice and spread out. White Sox up in New York for the Mets series. Mets are 19-6 at home. White Sox are 5-21 on the road. Goal. We'll see how that pans out for the boys in gray. But otherwise, like I said, NBA last night, pivotal game 3. Knicks take a nice win right there. Down 20. Their third game, they've come back from a 20-point deficit. Karl Anthony Towns led the way in the fourth quarter, absolutely dominated. He had 24 points and 15 rebounds on the day. Pacers were doing their absolute best, but Rick Carlisle at the end just kind of said, hey, like, they basically just told him, hey, that's basketball. They kind of just met him all defensively in the second half. When the Pacers were getting good looks, they just couldn't land it. They couldn't get the ball to fall through the twine. So just one of those unfortunate things. They'll get back in the lab and they'll get back to it. I can only hope it stays a competitive series for the sake of watching it, but also for the sense of, like, I want New York Knicks fans to cry a little bit. And, well, not really fans. I want the talking heads to sit there and freak out. Because I would love if Stephen A. Smith just sat there and just cried. What's left in the practice squad? I'll go in if someone else wants to. I got you, Peter. Practice squad. Practice squad is looking good, like I mentioned. 17 boxes on 7 with 7 headliners, including the Eli Manning mini helmet, the camo mini helmet. Pretty fitting again here on Memorial Day. Edgerrin James on an authentic. Aiden Hutchinson on an authentic. Aaron Donald on an authentic. And then we have a slew of Bears Hall of Famers and legends all on an authentic. I believe I counted 9 signatures on that Bears Hall of Famer. Maybe 10. We'll have to take a quicker look, like I mentioned when we were able to open that bad boy in the practice squad. And then secondary headliners include Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson. So Garrett Wilson, Sterling Sharp, the Bears Hall of Fame authentic, Aaron Donald authentic, Aiden Hutchinson authentic, Edgerrin James authentic, and then Eli Manning mini is what we're looking at in the practice squad. Like I said, between the practice squad with 17 boxes, the vault has 18 boxes, diamonds are brand new, jersey's got 17 boxes, 22 for the black and blue, and 24 for the basketball. We are wide open, folks. Plenty of stock, so there's no going to be no worry about, go get that other series. No, we're good to go. We are set, ready to roll. All prepared here in the UA break room. Everything's stocked up, ready to roll. Hop in there, hop in the practice squad, Memorial Day sale, whatever we want to seem fit. Like I mentioned, the closest thing to getting a refresh is that minis. We have one more mini. We know it's Michael Vick. We just don't know what team he's on. So we got to randomize those divisions and figure that bad boy out. Once we close out that mini, onto a fresh set of minis, fresh set of headliners in that double box mini. So let's go ahead and get those going, folks, as well. Looking good, looking good. Like I mentioned, pretty healthy audience-wise so far on a 9 a.m. show, but just needs some encouragement, needs some influence, needs someone to get the break started, and usually that kind of trickles away. So as soon as someone kind of gets something going, that's when everyone else kind of follows suit and like, oh man, they're starting to rip headliners. I want to rip headliners. Then they start hopping in. And headliners galore, like I mentioned. We got everything pretty much stockpiled up. Healthy headliners to box ratios. 20 headliners in that Memorial Day sale. Still 14 headliners on the 24 boxes in the basketball. 14 headliners on 22 boxes in the black and blue half and half. 1 headliner on 1 box in the mini. 7 headliners on 17 boxes in the practice squad. 11 headliners on 18 boxes in the vault. But still 2 additional vault keys left. We got $300, $100, all available as well in that vault key. So if you can go home, you hop in that vault, you land that $300 vault key. That's gonna pay. You're all gonna keep that helmet that's in there. So that basically pays back your spot. Get a couple, right around 200 some odd dollars to hop in as well, in another spot. Hop into a Memorial Day break. You get your name into the Chase wheel spin. Maybe you hop in and you win that Chase wheel spin. Get some UA cash back again into your pocket. So potential upwards of $400 in UA cash can go back to you today if you win that $300 gift card and then miraculously also win that Chase wheel spin on the day.
Peter was also jumping into the jerseys there.
Nice.
It is now 2 to go in the jersey break.
2 to go in the jersey. We'd love to get that. Like I said, 7 headliners on 17 boxes in the jerseys. We're looking for Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Joe Montana, Jamison Williams, and Adrian Peterson. And our secondary headliners include Kenneth Walker III and Javon Curse. Just making sure we're hopping in and doing that. Doing anything later on for Memorial Day, Mike? Is there any tradition? Is there a barbecue maybe later on or something?
I will be here in the break room.
Oh,
I'm
you're
covering
chilling-
the
you're here all
6
day?
p.m. shift. Yeah, not the afternoon shows, but I'll be here for the 6 p.m. shift.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Popping
I'll be
back in
hanging
for
out
6.
with everybody.
So he'll be out to lunch, coming back, checking back in. That's good. Like I said, glad we were able to fill up this Memorial Day. I mean, yeah, pulling back the curtain. It was kind of it was an optional day today, and we all said, you know what? Let's get in here. We want to see some breaks still. There's no need for us to have days off. There's no days off when we're breaking stuff. So get in here, get in the break room, and do exactly that. Make it worth our while. Like I said, I could have been chilling, relaxing, sleeping still probably. We said no. Got to get in here. We know this Memorial Day break going on. I want to see some filthy helmets. Filthy in the right way, of course. I want to see some absolute heat coming out of this UA break room. Like I said, make it worth our while. I want to see these bad boys pop out. Bow, bow. In the meantime, I know, like I said, I fall on the crutch of what's going on around the league, but you had a pretty exciting past couple days. You were over Soldier Field for AC/DC, then you said, hey, let's hop in the car. Let's go to the Indy 500.
Yeah, it started last week with White Sox game Wednesday, Sky game Thursday, Boomers game Friday, and then wake up, do radio show with you guys on Saturday. Go straight to a haunt thing it was like a meet and greet build type of thing. We were building props. Graduation party, straight to AC/DC. As soon as I get home from AC/DC, drive straight to pick up our buddy and co-host on the Rise, Dalton, at 1 in the morning. Drive down to Indy, get there around 5 o'clock local time. Just sleep for a couple hours and wake up and go to the race.
You
and then
guys
drive
found
back.
like a local Walmart or something and just hopped in the parking lot?
No, we did one of the paid lots for Indy 500, but it was like a
gotcha.
middle school that converts their whole grass field and
Nice,
stuff.
nice.
Into we were one of the first ones there because it was 5 in the morning. So, we parked, took a quick nap, and then, drove back. The traffic was not as bad going back as I thought it was going to be.
No, it was pretty.
Because,
I remember when I went
yeah.
to that one time, it was just straight shot. You were gone.
I think some people
perfect.
wait to think that they're beating out the traffic, and then really what they do is end up putting themselves in the traffic.
I think so.
So, because everybody else has that same idea. So, I was worried a little bit going back, thinking we were going to be in bumper to bumper. Because last year I didn't leave right away. Last year I stayed until the Tuesday because it was Memorial Day Monday. I didn't have work, and then I had my usual off day on Tuesdays. So I was like, I'll just hang out for a couple extra days and definitely know I'm gonna beat all the traffic, you know. So it was a good time. Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. It's if you're ever down there, it's almost like, I mean, it's almost like a cul-de-sac kind of, because like it's just straight neighborhood, and then you get there and it's just, oh, here's the racetrack. Here's the racetrack.
Yeah.
Like, wow. So it is really cool. Again, the way when I went when I was still in high school, had no game plan. We drove down there and then we ended up just not even renting. We camped out on someone's lawn, basically like a neighborhood lawn. They just said, "Hey, $50, camp out, park your car on a lawn." So we had enough space for a tent. Set up the tent, slept in there, packed our stuff, gave them the keys so they can, basically get us set to drive out. Tipped them an extra 20 so they can put me in a nice little spot, and then got on out of there. It was a fun Indy 500. Like I said, I was mostly there for the concert. Unfortunately, I was like sitting there. We were talking about this beforehand, where a couple of years ago beforehand, they didn't stagger the concert with the race.
Yeah.
They would just have the concert go. They would stop it for the national anthem and the opening ceremony thing, which is actually really cool. The flyover was amazing. But exactly to that, just the concert would just keep going and going, and you're like, oh, maybe when the last set is done, I can still catch the last couple laps. Nah, I believe it was I was there for Skrillex and Martin Garrix, like I said, like 5 or 6 years ago. And by the time Martin Garrix was done, all right, put your hands up, everybody jump. And we were done jumping. We're like, okay, cool, this is done, this is good. And then we left. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe we can see the rest of the race. Fans were filing out, leaving. I'm like, oh, okay, we're done. We're all done here. Cool. Awesome. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to remember. It was DJ Mustard.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, that was before he was like super big, right?
Yeah, I think so. He was like the opener. There was some other opener. I forgot the name. Kind of a who cares? DJ Mustard, Skrillex, and Martin Garrix was the year I went. I believe that was 2016, 2015. I'll take a quick look, because I know the year before it was like Steve Aoki like 3 or 4 years in a row, and then it was that switch up of Skrillex and Martin Garrix. So
nice.
Was it 2015 maybe? Okay, so it might have been 2016, because that, like I said, Steve Aoki was the headliner that year. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Never mind. It was DJ Mustard, Zed's Dead, and Martin Garrix and Skrillex. Okay, so yeah, we saw a good show. That was a good one.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, this year was Kaizo. A lot of people.
Kaizo's good, yeah.
A lot of people were there for Sammy Viraj. I didn't know who that was. And then, of course, Elenium and 2 friends. Back to back.
Yeah.
There was somebody earlier on in the morning too, and I'm not sure who it was. I didn't know who it was.
Oliver Heldens.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
good.
Okay.
Oliver Heldens good. Kaizo, he's kind of like that up tempo dubstep. How we doing, Charles? Good morning. How we doing? He's saying hi to us, me and Mike. How we doing? Hopefully you're ready to roll there, Charles. Getting in here on the breaks. Elenium's a little soft for me, so I don't really dive in there, but to each their own. And I to be honest, I've never heard of 2 friends or Sammy Verji. That's definitely not how you pronounce it, but
Yeah.
like I said, it's a very unique setup. It's inside the track, hence the term the snake pit. So like I said, if you're maybe you, like I said, it's an interesting piece. It's if you're like interested in the race and maybe the kiddos are interested in the concert, you buy the extra snake pit thing, you send them off.
Yeah, right.
You enjoy your time at the race while the kids are yeah.
It's funny because like during like some of the cautions during the race, when the drivers slow down and they're not coming around the track as fast, there's like these lull points, and you could hear some of the concert, depending on where you're sitting.
Yeah.
We were sitting right at the finish and the start line, so you know, the concert's pointed in our direction, and we can hear it travel over to us and hear some of the beats. And I was like at those lull points, I'm like, wait, hey, I know that song from Millennium.
Pretty sad, like I said. It's been fun. I haven't been to a EDM concert in a bit. Kind of fell off with me for a little bit. Just the scene, the people in it were kind of annoying me. So I was just like,
Yeah, I get you.
let's change it up. Go back to my roots. Go back to listening to some rock and roll. Like I said, I'm trying to get back and see System of a Down over in New York or something. So
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to see them with Avenged.
You're going to the Chicago show.
the Chicago show.
That's my fallback plan. If I don't end up going out to New York for the show, because I'd rather see Korn. That's just my favorite. My favorite band. Good morning, guys. What's left in the minis? Who's left in the mini? It's Michael Vick. So we know it's Michael Vick. We just got to figure out what team, what division it's on. So like I mentioned, between Michael Vick, he's been an Eagle, he's been a Steeler, he's been a Falcon. Has he been anything else? Michael Vick. Anything else? I think that covers all three of his teams. Any other team there, guy? Okay, so
I don't think so.
Okay, so a cup of coffee with the Jets.
I don't think we'd have him on Jets, though. Never know. That's
So
rare,
Falcon, Eagle, Jet, Steeler. Okay. So, like I said, don't want to leave out the realm of possibility, but exactly right. Just got to figure out what division, what team we would be in for that Michael Vick mini. Once we complete that mini, on to another fresh set of minis ready to roll here in the UA break room. Going on tonight is game 4. Hopefully the Timberwolves can tie the series up at 2 apiece at home. Thunder usually bounce back after a whooping. So we'll see how that goes. 25 people here across the board in the UA break room. Good morning, good morning. Making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, sending us all everywhere. Here's an interesting question. Is the band Chicago really from Chicago? I believe they are.
Yep.
Pretty sure they are. That would be pretty interesting if they were from Gary, Indiana, and like, hey guys, we're just gonna call it Chicago.
Yeah, the entire group is from Chicago.
Nice.
Formed in Chicago in 1967. I was looking to see if there were like any members that weren't. Because I mean, they've switched out members over the years, and not everybody has to then still be from Chicago.
But again, it would be pretty. I would like that bit if a bunch of Southern guys were like, "Hey guys, I reckon we call ourselves Chicago, so we can get booked." They ain't gonna call it if we call ourselves, I don't know, Atlanta.
Yeah, right.
Which I mean, that could probably sell too. But if we call ourselves Birmingham, I don't know if we're gonna be able to sell tickets. So we're going to go with Chicago. That's an interesting idea.
Chicago, Illinois. I'm pretty sure everybody was... Oh, wait. Here's one member that was Jeff Coffey, who was born in Orlando.
Oh, get him out.
No wonder he's a former member.
Yeah, exactly right.
Daniel De Los Reyes was New York City. Actually, Fayetteville, Georgia. So there's a couple in the band that, the replacements.
Are any of them from Naperville?
Not what I could see.
That's usually the go-to here. If those kids from Naperville, those suburban kids, they claim Chicago when they're 45 minutes out.
Yeah, right. Maryland, Silver Spring was Keith Howland.
Nice.
They got a lot of members. I'm not going to go through them all, but for my own accord, I'm looking up to see if they're...
That's usually, I don't know if they still tour or do whatever, but that's usually a band you'd probably see at like Summerfest now.
Yeah.
They're kind of just jamming out, like probably like a Probably catch them at like a 5 p.m. set at Summerfest or something like that, as the sun's like just chilling. Summerfest, that's a good one too. I haven't been there in forever. What's going on with that? Is there any big names for Summerfest this year?
I haven't even looked at that. I know there's that Summer of '99 and more tour. That'll be Nickelback and Creed.
They do still tour. Nice. And yeah, let's see this.
They did the New Year's Eve ball drop not too long ago. I don't know if they always do that here in Chicago, but the Chicago ball drop, not the New York one, because they are Chicago, the band Chicago.
So Def
was a
Leppard's
few
gonna be
years back,
there.
That's pretty cool.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Genuine. Oh my god.
Mike Jones. Okay.
Couple of decent names in there. I don't know if anything screams out at me that I should go.
No, there's not any like. There's never really like huge, ginormous names, and if there are, they do that like. There's like a stadium, an arena within the stadium, which is
Right.
kind of weird. Which that's how I saw Kiss. I saw Kiss
Gotcha.
and Chevelle together.
Oh, Rick Springfield and Mike Posner.
Let's see.
Very nice.
Get some helmets and jerseys. I'm looking to move. Email me. As Bradley Williams is saying, interested. Let him know. That's his email. Any headliners left in the jerseys? Of course, my man. We got Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Joe Montana, Jameson Williams, Adrian Peterson as our pictured headliners in the jerseys. And then secondary headliners include Kenneth Walker III and Javon Curse, the Freak. We have 7 headliners on 17 boxes in the jerseys.
And the jerseys are now 1 to go. 1 to go, guys.
Nice. In 2022, they headlined a tour with Brian Wilson. Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, so they're still doing their thing, I guess.
Mike Posner wearing this it looks like this like a shirt Rick would have.
It is, yeah. It's a very
Stealing
floral
his flow, bar for bar.
Miami. Yeah.
Hoodie Allen. If anyone listens to Hoodie Allen, I'm still looking at the lineup for Fog Hat. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Slow
I didn't know they were
ride.
still around.
Grand Funk Railroad. There we go. Homer Simpson is the only person I know that that knows every single member of Grand Funk Railroad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a singing. There's a thing in The Simpsons. One
Yeah,
day
I
we're
was
just
gonna
like the guitar, the great vocalist of the. I still don't even know all the guys' names. It's a great bit. It's fun.
And the jerseys have closed out.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and hit a Joyzy. Our first break on the day. That's gonna be open field. So we open number 14.
Yep.
I can do some quick math. Like I said, with only 17 boxes left, this will be 16 now. So yeah. Open field jersey number 14, please. Drop me a box number. Please drop me a box number if you are James, April, Peter, George, or Ryan. King MC's asking for 21. Asking you shall receive as long as it is in the ticker down below. Sure enough, it is. Turn 20 into 20, or turn 21 into 20. And bang, bang, bang. So while we do that, we're looking for box 21, and we're also going to be sending these names 7 times around. Seven times around, indeed. Halfway there, and bang. So, Peter, you're going to be in the NFC North and the NFC South. James, you have the NFC East. Peter in the NFC West. George Williamson in the AFC North. April into the AFC South. Ryan McCall in the AFC East. And then Peter bookending us here in the AFC West. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Box number 21. Called out by King MC. Bang, bang, bang. Ready to roll, ready to roll. Usually don't see this color scheme with this team right here, but I like this one because it's their old school. It's like their mid-2000s colors. It's going to be... Oh, My apologies. I mean, no train means here on the Chargers threads. Love that.
Oh,
Like I
that's
said,
a Chargers jersey.
yeah,
Wow.
it's the Chargers lids or the Chargers threads. My apologies. Like I said, kind of that old school bolts, like the mid 2000s when
Yeah.
Eli Manning was getting drafted there.
Oh.
There we go. Like I mentioned, that's gonna be an AFC West hit because as it bolts up, Chargers is gonna go to Peter Stans. Like I said, our that'd be our guy right there who was talking earlier, trying to close some stuff out. So good luck, congrats right there. Peter Stans going home with no train means right there.
Wow.
Nice dub right there. Love it, love it, love it. Like I said, I like this old. There's old school. I can't. Like I said, it's weird saying old school when it's mid 2000s, but that's
Right,
kinda exactly
yeah.
what it is. JSA cert right there on that bad boy. You go ahead and confirm it goes back in the bag, and otherwise, like I said, dub right there. That goes to Peter Stans on that bad boy. Peter Stans.
Very nice hit indeed. We've got those jerseys back open for you on the break page.
Awesome, awesome. But as of now, it was not a Memorial Day break, so still nobody in the Chase wheel spin. Make sure I spell that correctly. Yep. Awesome. Love seeing that. Good stuff. Way to be. Way to be. That is a mean hit indeed, my man. No train means on the dub. I like it. Like I said, I like this style of Charger schemes. I know I do enjoy their current color scheme, the current jersey, the current alt-night scheme on it, but
Right.
can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with this one. Just feels right. Nice dub right there.
All right, guys. So where are we going next? We have the
Exactly
one
right.
mini left. Ryan McCall, who closed out the jerseys, also jumped in there. We've got 5 to go in that practice squad single box. So honestly, could kind of go all over the board here. We've got all those Memorial Day series that are moving as well. There's
Love it.
5 to go in the double box break for
Let's
that.
go. Get your name in that double box. Get a double box broken. Your name gets in there twice in that Chase wheel spin.
Yeah.
Let me get you written up here, Peter. Don't worry, you're not going to the principal's office. You are just getting your No Train Means jersey.
Very nice. Excuse me. Ugh. Okay, there's
Oh yeah, these are good. I like seeing these. I like these jersey boxes as well. This is. If it feels like it fits a little bit better, just in my opinion. You don't have to have that extra little fold, almost like a burrito fold.
right. Yeah, it's not
Stuff
we.
right there, good dub, way to be. Gets us going here in the UA break room. And like we mentioned, we're just about halfway to go in our other series. And go ahead and refresh. Let me go ahead and just drop the break page right here down below. And I'll also go ahead, like you mentioned, we're 5 to go on that Memorial Day double box. I'll drop that down below as well.
Well, it was Peter's break to win, and he won it because he had those 4 spots. Who is going to be their next hero and
Exactly
buy a
right.
bunch of spots in a break and then have it be your break to win?
See someone breaking into the mini. We got 7 left to go in there. Like I said, we're trying to figure out, trying to give Michael Vick a nice home. Figuring that bad boy out. Otherwise, also see practice squad single is 5 to go as well. So both those 2 links that I just dropped are both 5 to go. Go and attack those breaks, my friends. Otherwise, pretty much wide open everywhere else. Memorial Day quad, Memorial Day single, also available, ready to roll. Like I mentioned, that double box is 5 to go. Usually when we see 5, then you get it down to 3. 3 turns into 1. 1 turns into closer magic. So bang, bang, bang. We usually get that done. Memorial Day, like I mentioned, that is the Chase wheel spin on the day. Get your name in there. We break a Memorial Day break. Get your name in there for a chance at some UA cash back in the form of a Chase wheel spin. Let's do it, folks. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. How we doing, everybody? Good morning. 10 a.m. just crept up on us. Just waking up. Maybe we're getting the sleepies out of our eyes still. But glad to see everyone's here. Glad to see people got their day off. I know some people are probably still working. That's what we're doing. Well, that's what we're here for. I know the mail doesn't stop. But I know it being a national holiday, the USPS is off. So that's good. Everyone's got to get a break. Just at least one. But no reason to stop breaking here in the UA break room. Let's get rocking and rolling. If need be, I can show off the Memorial Day stuff again. Maybe just throw that up on the screen for us to just look at and gander at and applaud and ooh and ah and ooh and ah. That's what we're looking at, folks, in a Memorial Day sale. Memorial Day, all authentics are better. Essentially, basically a new diamond series, essentially. It's going to be all authentics are better. Looking at us, again, with you see the glaring theme here of a lot of red, white, and blue, a lot of camo, a lot of salute to service here in the Memorial Day authentic helmet series. Again, kind of par for the course. Makes the sense there. Champ Bailey on the Speedflex right here. Would love to. I gotta get a closer look on that inscription. I think I've seen it before, but I just gotta see it for sure. Kurt Warner on the Salute to Service Speedflex. Glad to see we can get some Drew Brees, and he's here on this authentic in the camo Saints lid. Mike Evans on this cherry red, almost ornament-esque, chromed out Speedflex. Tom Brady on this Patriots Salute to Service lid right here. Absolutely fantastic. Got a black visor to complement the black face mask and a couple bumpers on there as well. Ryder Staubach on the Dallas Cowboys red, white, and blue Speedflex right there. You got the red and white stripes going down the face of it, going down the almost like the center of it in that pentagon, hexagon sweet spot. And it has that blue visor right in the front as well. Absolutely fantastic piece. Triple signed Speedflex on the Falcons lid between Drake London, Bijan Robinson, and Kyle Pitts. Some modern day just studs right now, currently chilling on the Falcons offensive side of things. Jamar Chase on the Salute to Service Bengals lid. He's got the Triple Crown inscription on there. Led the league in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns last year. An absolute beast. Probably saved you in fantasy that 1 week with the 60-point game he put up. Edgerrin James on the Colts camo, Colts an authentic, yes, with the silver clear visor, but on the Salute to Service. Right next to it, another Colt, but on the Speedflex. Almost like I said, with a paintball like spread on the back of it, as if it shot and just like kind of spread throughout. On the Colt Speedflex right there with the black face mask and the blue visor. Randy Moss on this chromed out New England Patriots lid, red face mask, red visor, the silver logo. Love that blue on there. Aaron Donald on the Speedflex, the Salute to Service Ram Speedflex. LaDainian Tomlinson on this authentic right here. Salute to Service with the visor as well. Josh Allen on this. Like I said, almost like you look at that Randy Moss and the Josh Allen. It's almost like they kind of flipped. So red visor, red face mask for Randy Moss. Blue visor, blue face mask for Josh Allen. Red lid for Josh Allen. Blue lid for Randy Moss. Still the same old nice gray logos for both, so love looking at that. Bruce Smith on the Salute to Service Speedflex for the Buffalo Bills. And then Emmitt Smith on the chrome, the multi-tone right there. going from the silver and black down below into the blue that we see up on top. Silver face mask. Is that a clear visor? I can't tell. Might be a clear visor. We'll just have to see it and rip it when we get it. And then finally on the camo, we have Derrick Henry with the Ravens lid, with the Ravens logo. Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, a great AFC North double-up opportunity. LaDainian Tomlinson and Champ Bailey in the AFC West, a great double-up opportunity there. Right next to each other, we see Edgerrin James and Peyton Manning, a great AFC South pairing. Drew Brees, Mike Evans, a great NFC South pairing. Emmitt Smith, Roger Staubach in the same NFC East pairing. NFC West, Aaron Donald, Kurt Warner. And then probably the most represented, at least on the headliner board. Oh, not to mention also the triple sign, the Drew Brees and the Mike Evans, all in the NFC South. That would probably be the second one. But then definitely the number one, AFC East, Josh Allen, Bruce Smith, Randy Moss, Tom Brady. Those are our double up, quad up, triple up opportunities that we have. At least when we're playing around in the headliners right there. But we still got some secondary headliners as well, including Aiden Hutchinson, Antonio Gates, and AJ Green. So again, AJ Green probably on that Bengals lid. If not, maybe a Cardinals lid. So just adding even more fire to that NFC West or AFC North triple up, double up opportunity. Aiden Hutchinson and that NFC North. It'd be great to see that there. And then Antonio Gates, again, adding just even more fuel to that AFC West fire. So go ahead, guys and gals, attack the break page. The single, the double, the quad, all available. Currently, the Chase wheel spin on the day, and I would think it's probably going to stay that throughout the rest of the day. I'm gonna make a bold take right there and just assume, but it could always change up. So go ahead, hop on here now, while for sure the Chase wheel spin is the Memorial Day sale. Love looking at these lids. We can take a quicker peek at some of the videos as well. Peyton Manning on this Speed Flex right here. Mike Evans on the ornament style, the cherry red. Love this chrome. Same thing, not to be outmatched by this chrome right here for Josh Allen. Speaking of chrome, why not back to back to back? We'll go Emmitt Smith on this bad boy. Yes, okay, so it is a silver visor. Just want to make sure. Silver visor, silver face mask, silver logo, white ink to complement all of that on the blue that's on top. Then Randy Moss chilling on this New England Patriots lid. Love looking at that. Looking good, folks. Looking good, looking good. So like we always mention, where do we want to go? How do we want to attack this break page, folks? I'll refresh one more time, see what we're working with. Still 5 to go on that double. Still wide open on that quad and single out maybe. Yep. So go ahead, guys. Attack, attack, attack. Dive on in. Like I mentioned, we talked about Game 4 in the Western Conference Finals, NBA-wise. Was that another shellacking last night, 6-1 in favor of Edmonton.
Who saw that coming? It's been mostly Dallas being dominant in that series, but yeah.
Putting a damper on my, hey, I'll buy a Wyatt Johnston jersey if Dallas Stars get the dub, but whatever. You don't want my money. You don't want my money. That's fine with me. Game 4 tonight. Panthers and Hurricanes. Panthers looking to
close it out.
Exactly right. Close it out. Seal this series shut. Florida's up 3-0. Is there with Panthers a pretty heavy favorite money line? Being our hockey guy, you got any predictions here tonight? You're leaning Panthers to close it out?
Leaning Panthers for sure to close it out. I would also look at maybe Carter Verhaeghe to have a point. Probably Kachuk as well. Those two have been top-end producers for this for this Panthers squad, and honestly, throw Bennett in there
Okay.
because they're all on the same line. So
I think you're definitely onto something with Verhage. I feel like every time I'm looking at the box score, I have to do. I gotta pull this stuff for all the audio later on anyway. So I'm checking box scores. I always see his name. Always seeing him for that. So that's not the worst. Not the worst play. Connor Verhage for a point. And who was the other one? You said Sam Bennett and the other name. Sorry.
Matthew Tkachuk.
Gotcha.
Matthew
Okay.
Tkachuk's been huge for this Panthers team throughout their runs, and this year is no different, especially against the Hurricanes right now.
Absolutely right. Over in the MLB, like I mentioned, a heartbreaker for us White Sox fans, as it always will be. But heartbreaker yesterday morning, they were winning until they weren't. But it's just one of those things where just glad they're back to being a bad team and not just, a god awful franchise.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Again, in that same breath, in that AL Central, just a crazy dominant performance from Tariq Skubal. Pulled out a Greg Maddux performance, 2 hits, 94 pitches, 13 strikeouts, and his very last pitch to strike out the last batter went of all 9 innings, by the way. 103 miles per hour on a fastball. Looking like a Roldis Chapman out there, looking like Bradley Miller.
Nasty.
Just that was his personal fastest he's ever thrown.
It set a record too.
Yeah. Struck him out like I mentioned, and then celebrated. He had himself a day. So we kind of threw. I forgot who threw this out there to us, but they were mentioned to the Yankees. Like, do the Yankees currently have the AL MVP and the AL Cy Young, with Max Fried having a 1.03 ERA or something disgusting? He's 7-0. I think as of right now, yes, but Skubal is definitely not out of the equation in any sort of way. That was a crazy dominant performance.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think it's probably going to be his by the end of the year. It's looking that way. And I don't know. I mean, does he request a trade though?
Skubal?
Yeah. Do you think he
They're
wants?
at the top of they're basically at the top of the AL. I don't know.
Are
That
they?
would be
I haven't. That's my bad. I haven't
No, you're
checked.
no,
I
you're
thought
okay.
they were kind of middle of the pack, but that may have been like a month ago.
They're 14 games above 500.
Because
They're
wasn't
34 and 20.
Wasn't Minnesota leading the way for a while there?
Minnesota was on track because they went on like a 13-game win streak.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah,
they were
that
in the basement. They
that
crawled
brought
their
them
way
out, yeah.
out.
Oh yeah.
Now they're
Tigers are
past
leading.
Kansas City. They are 4 games out from the division.
Well,
So
then
actually-
that answers my question. He's not asking for a trade.
No.
He's staying put there so long as they have a shot at it.
A
But
pitcher that should maybe ask for a trade might be Paul Skeens, but that might be in a year or two.
yeah, true.
So yeah, I mean, other than obviously the White Sox being 17 and 36, all the other teams in the AL Central pretty close, 4 and 5 games out between the Tigers, Guardians, Twins, and Royals. That is actually the most competitive. I believe they still combined have the most wins throughout every division, if I'm not mistaken. I could maybe the NL East can double check. But someone said that. I think it was the Tigers or the Twins manager that said that just the other day. Could have been managerial speak, just kind of trying to, bump themselves up and saying, "Hey, we're the toughest division. We got to go through the rigmarole every single time." Some fun matchups today. Is Steven coming in today?
I think he is. I'll double check the Slack to see who said that they were coming by. I know we are running all 4 shows today normally, so I would imagine if that's his usual shift.
We'll be on exactly
yes.
right. We'll be on at least just in case he is. Make sure you're checking in at our usual times. Obviously, 9 a.m. is when we started today. We'll go again at 12, go again at 3, and we'll go again at 6 o'clock. But as always, if you guys are breaking through, making sure we're staying on our toes the whole time, we can roll right through those times. It can just be a whole lot of breaking all day long. I would prefer that one. I prefer no breaks.
Yes, Steven will be in for the 12 and the 3 o'clock show.
Nice. So stick around in about exactly right, about an hour and a half. You'll be seeing Steven's smiling face, rocking and rolling, ready to go. I think Dom is in as well later. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's always tough. It's sometimes it's
Who am I?
Can't
working
remember off
with
the top of the
tonight? I
dome.
don't even know.
We're getting a full lineup today here at the UA break room. Getting just about everybody. Openers, closers, lefters, righters, lefties, righties.
I am with Robbie tonight at 6 p.m.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it'll be.
What's left for headliners in the practice squad?
Oh, Dom is coming
Helmets
in.
and jerseys.
Dom's coming in for Colin for the
Cool.
12 and 3.
Gotcha. So practice squad, I gotcha. Practice squad, we're looking at Eli Manning on a mini, Edgerrin James on an authentic, Aiden Hutchinson on an authentic, Aaron Donald on an authentic, Bears Hall of Famers and Legends on an authentic. So that's multiple signatures. I believe I counted nine at least on there. And then secondary headliners not pictured include Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson. So that is all the headliners available in the practice squad series. Practice squad is 7 headliners on 17 boxes. Definitely a solid opportunity there. And then jerseys, I can get you as well. Headliners. Headliners would include Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Joe Montana, Jamison Williams, Adrian Peterson, and then secondary headliners include Kenneth Walker III and Javon Curse, the Freak. Otherwise, diamonds, everything you see in that picture is still available in that available section. And the diamonds, 29 boxes still left. We ripped one open yesterday. It was not a headliner, just a bonus banger. Got it going. So diamonds are fresh and brand new. Memorial Day, all fresh and brand new. Michael Vick is our lone man left in the minis. We clear out that mini, a brand new fresh set of minis. Like I mentioned, we just got to figure out what team, what logo we will see on that mini. What headliners are left in the black and blue? I got you. Black and blue, I'll read off the speed flexes first and then the authentic. Speed flexes are as follows. Emmitt Smith, Brian Urlacher, Kurt Warner, Bo Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Randy Moss, Justin Jefferson, and Russell Wilson, all on the black and blue half and half speed flexes. The authentics that remain are Darrelle Revis, Derrick Henry, and Edgerrin James. And then secondary headliners could possibly still be authentics. Well, they're all authentic. Half authentics, half speed flexes. Still not, still got some speed flexes kind of lurking throughout. But secondary headliners include Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen, and Eric Dickerson. Those are our black and blue half and half series right there. I would say that Bo Jackson gold chrome is my favorite. Not to be outmatched by the gold chrome on the Emmitt Smith speed flex. And again, being the black and blue, we'll bust out our microscope, our little magnifying glass as well, and see what little blemish or blunder is on that helmet. But sometimes it could be as small as the ink dried out towards the end, or a little bubble on a sticker that can kind of be solved by itself. So hop on in, guys and gals. Memorial Day sale is the Chase wheel spin on the day. Have yet to break into that Memorial Day break, but let's go ahead and do that. That double box break was still 5 to go last time we checked in. Hopefully it crept up a little bit closer. I'm still seeing 5. So get a quad box going. Let's go get a single going, guys. Let's attack this break page. Let's attack. Almost 10:30 on the day. Like I said, hopefully we get some people filing in, ready to roll. Looking good.
We've got more movement in that black and blue series.
Nice. Like we mentioned, that black and blue, that double box is 6 to go now. Love
Actually,
seeing that.
5 to go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Is, what it should be. Yeah, I think that's what we're buying in here for.
Awesome.
That's Jonathan Colvin
There we go.
jumping in there, so even further along.
So if that's the case, I'll drop that link down below as well. This is going to be the half and half. Ooh. There's 5 to go in that black and blue half and half double box. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Live here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, sending us around. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandmother, so you know where the UA break room is, because you can fill up these breaks ever so much faster. Making me smile, make you guys smile as you guys open up your helmets, as your jerseys, your minis, whatever it may be. Get those all back to you as fast as possible. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Let us know. I'll throw that question out to everybody else. Is there any traditions you guys got on Memorial Day? Some people, they take the time to chill with their fam. Maybe they go see the grandpa, grandma. We'll salute to service there. Got plenty of salute to service helmets in here.
And the camo ones as well.
Exactly right.
We've also got movement in that practice squad I was saying earlier.
Nice.
I think you dropped that link in there. So 5 to go there, 5 to go in the double box for the half and half, 5 to go for the double box in the Memorial Day series. So a lot of double boxes. You guys seem to like those, and I do too. So don't be afraid, jump in there. But we also have people bought into the Vault Single and the Vault Double, the Beyond the Arc Basketball Double, the Memorial Day Quad.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of influence in terms of like, okay, you start seeing that number creep down a little bit more and more. You're like, okay, 5, okay, 3, okay, 1 left. All right, fine. Let me hop in that bad boy. No need to do that. Just hop on in whenever you can. Our guy Common and Dom, I think they've expressed this strategy of, obviously everyone's budget is their budget, but if you can, if you're chasing after something and you're not quite sure when it might break, get one in the single, get one in the double, get one in the quad, so whenever that does break, whenever that break happens, you know for a fact that you're gonna have your name in there, no matter if it's exactly that, a single, a double, or a quad. You're gonna be ready to roll.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Sprinkle your name throughout.
Opportunities galore. Go
Ronnie
ahead
and
take 'em.
Sulaco asking anyone want to do that diamond single. Hop on in, guys. Let's do it.
That's another one that's been bought into. That's Ronnie in there. We've also got the double box for the practice squad with a spot taken. And then 1 spot taken in the minis. That's Ryan McCall. So a lot of these are like 7 to go, guys. Because people are starting them. Let everybody know what you've jumped into so that they can continue it with you and push that break a little further towards the edge.
Don't let Ricky discourage you. I think we're starting to get some tangible stats on the starter Magic stuff. So
Yeah.
that's just me. I think, like I said, I think we're starting to get some good feedback on that one. Some actual, like I said, some actual stats, some objective stats from that one. So go ahead, guys and gals, attack the break room. I can show you again what we're looking at, this new Memorial Day sale. I might just kind of just leave that up and see what we're working with. Like I mentioned, this is what all these brand new fresh set Memorial Day sale. Authentics are better here in the UA break room for this Memorial Day sale. See a slew of speed flexes, all those camos, all that salute to service, tons of red, white, and blue. Exactly right. Fitting the theme for this Memorial Day sale. Any Lions or Panthers fans, Christopher James is asking. Well, that's a good question because also available in the secondary headliners in this section. Aiden Hutchinson available in this secondary headliners for the Memorial Day sale. So we could definitely have some bonus bangers hidden throughout with the Panther. You can definitely throw that in there. This is our Memorial Day sale, folks. This is also our Chase wheel spin on the day. We crack one of these bad boys open. We throw your name into a wheel spin. potentially winning some UA cash back into your pocket. Almost 10:30 on the day, guys and gals. But we're close. We're close on a couple of different breaks between a practice squad, between a half and half double, between a Memorial Day double. Couple things, like I mentioned, a couple things where 5 to go in. Already broke into a jersey. Let's get some lids out here. That Mike Evans is sick. I can show you a little bit closer too. Mike Evans is absolutely gorgeous. That cherry red, almost ornament red chrome on that one. The visor complements that as well. Gorgeous piece right there. Love looking at that. A guy, Mike Evans, probably could be in a lot of personal collections already. However, not the uniqueness of this chromed out Speed Flex. You're not going to see it very often. In all honesty, I don't like go to a couple different man caves that amongst my friends. They don't have a lot of chromed out stuff or anything. So this is a nice unique piece to add to just about anybody's collection. Love looking at that. I can take a couple other peeks at some stuff. Obviously the Sheriff, Peyton Manning on the Speed Flex, like I said, almost like it got shot with a paintball in the back and exploded.
Yeah, that's very cool. We haven't seen something like that.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, it's technically a rip, but we don't typically see it from that angle.
Yeah, exactly.
Or in that design. Almost looks like octopus tentacles coming
Almost, yeah.
from the back there. Or spiders.
Yeah, good call.
Spider legs.
Of course, slowly rotating around, making sure we're all fine and dandy on that one. Love that. The blue visor on that bad boy. Also similar to the Mike Evans with the red. Josh Allen on this bad boy as well. Like I said, almost a mirror opposite of the Randy Moss where they have a blue visor and blue face mask. The Randy Moss has a red visor and red face mask. Red color right here for Josh Allen. Blue on the Randy Moss. And then, of course, obviously, switching up logos. Randy Moss with the New England Patriots logo and Josh Allen with the... like I said, I can kind of just click back and forth. And it's almost like click a little switch and they're just kind of flipping colors and logos. Love looking at that. And then there we go. Also the Emmitt Smith, similar. Silver visor, silver face mask, silver at the bottom, slowly turns into that blue, that multi-tone on that one. Chromed out logo. Say what's up to the folks at home there, Alex.
Yeah.
Love looking at these lids. Absolutely fantastic. And like I mentioned, those are just what we have here. Photoed. Still have Antonio Gates, AJ Green, and Aiden Hutchinson as secondary headliners in this Memorial Day sale. So attack this break page, guys and gals. Let's hop on in. See what we're working with. Lions forever. Not a Panthers fan. I'm already in the practice squad single, says Aaron Custer. Lions forever. It's a good pride. It's a good pride. I know a certain Chat GPT post or page that I saw actually had the Lions not to make the playoffs. So again, if we're talking bold predictions, hot takes here in the UA break room, that might be a good. That would be one for sure. I'm not going to steal that from Chat GPT. I don't see how they don't get into the playoffs. That's kind of crazy, but. Bradley Williams saying, I have a Baker Mayfield 3-tone chrome flex. Nice. Love seeing that. You can see a nice, essentially a 1-tone because this Baker Mayfield all creamsicled out here in the diamond section. And then we can also find him over in the half and half. Where's our half and half? Because we got him on this Speed Flex over here as well. So Baker Mayfield, nicely shown here in the UA break room. He was in the jerseys earlier. One of those things, if you snooze, you lose. because right now we just have Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Joe Montana, Jamison Williams, and Adrian Peterson in the jersey section. Secondary headliners include Kenneth Walker and Javon Curse. So go ahead, guys and gals. Attack. Lead the way. Let us know where you want to go. Let us know your squad. Let us know your player. Let us know who you're chasing after, and we can point you in the right direction. And as always, if you need to guarantee yourself a dub, if you're not filling out an entire break page by yourself, you can always hit the mystery box section, the mystery tab section, and then hop in for a full jersey, a jersey break all by yourself, a mini break all by yourself, or a headliner package all by yourself. So the headliner package is a jersey, a mini, a rep, and an authentic all in one package. And those are headliners, meaning they were either current headliners here in the UA Break Room or past headliners in the UA Break Room. So definitely worth your time there. Like I said, if you just need the ball, see the ball go through the hoop, you got to get yourself a guaranteed dub. Sick of some people say that too. They're like, oh man, I can't catch a win here in the break room. Sometimes that's all you got to do. Get yourself a guaranteed dub, and the water will find its balance type deal.
No doubt, indeed.
10:30 on the nose here in the UA Break Room. Let us know where you want to go, what you want to do.
Now, Nick and I can stay on until 11:45, the latest. But if we're not breaking, we will be jumping off a little early, probably closer to 11. So get your spots now to let us know that you prefer we stay on and keep this ball rolling.
Exactly right.
A lot of reaction. Ben Johnson leaving. No one ever heard of him before he became the Lions coordinator. Lions still have talent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. And, yeah, I think that is a really hot AI chat GPT type take that I don't think will end up being true. I think the Lions will still make the playoffs.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know, Rip has started something cool on Tuesdays. He's calling it Takeoff Tuesday, I believe it is, where, like, you get your hot takes off.
Mm-hmm.
So jump on in for the 9 a.m. show. Get your hot takes going, and we'll also break some boxes in the meantime.
If anything, this is a prove it for Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Were you just relying on your great coordinators, or are you actually a head coach? Are you more than just a motivational speaker?
Right.
That's kind of my point. Where in my mind, I've seen a couple examples of yes, bite their kneecaps off. However, if he was the head coach of the Panthers, some of the decisions he's made, it's some pretty boneheaded decisions in all honesty. That's me putting it politely. He's lost some key games for the Lions, but because he's done a whole lot of winning, he's been able to disguise it. It's kind of coming off a little bit as me throwing shade at Dan Campbell. I'm in that sense of like I don't not believe in him, but it's also just one of those things where it's just like, all right, he might have to prove it and be like, hey, he's more than just a loud motivational speaker. I think he's good. He just takes too much of a risk. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, very much if anything, like I say, it's a prove it year for Dan Campbell in the Lions board. Can you put together a brand new set of coaches? All these coordinators that you lost, can you still maintain it? Because like you mentioned, no talent left. Sam Laporta, I mean, you're gonna get another crazy year out of Jahmyr Gibbs, I would assume. David Montgomery's still full. Isn't that good? As long as he's healthy, he's gonna be good to go. The Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown's good to go. Who else am I missing? I mean, Jamison Williams, who we see here, not only in the jerseys, but he's over in the rep personals. He's gonna be fine. I don't know if you saw. There's a page called Coach Speak. And they highlight a lot of coaches' media conferences. The OC for the Lions talking very highly of Jamison Williams. So I think we're going to get same production out of Jamison Williams. We're going to see him in the same packages that he was when Ben Johnson was still running things. He's going to be the speedster. He's going to be their home run guy, I would think 100%. Aaron Custer chiming back in, agreed. Now we will see how deep Dan Campbell's culture runs. There we go. Exactly right. His decisions get questioned, and they frustrate me. Okay, they frustrated me. That said, I think the team loves it, and I play hard for him. I think that still is true too as well. Where, sure, maybe he takes that extra risk, but those guys on that field are subscribing to whatever he's putting out, so they love it. They don't mind. But when you take a little step back, you kind of have to be like, okay. Maybe we could have settled for the field goal instead of going for it on 4th down for the 10th time. I don't know. That's just me. Dan Campbell getting us hot and bothered in the morning. There we go, folks. But I mean, like I mentioned, we see Aiden Hutchinson in this Memorial Day sale. We see Jameson Williams sprinkled throughout. Just recently, we saw just a disgusting Amon-Ra St. Brown custom. We saw it was the sun god St. Brown on the top part of it, almost similar to that Nico Collins part. King MC. The Lions are good and have talent, but even Sirianni dropped off 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly right. Kind of just we'll see how that plays out head coach wise. Aaron Custer. Again, no, I get it. I yell at the TV and say, "Kick it!" yeah, exactly. You just gotta, just go like one time. That's why I would always avoid the Lions kicker in fantasy because I'm just like, what for him to get 3 extra points on the day because they're not going to go for field goals, and if they do kick it again, it's not like he's going to kick the extra point. He's just going to go for 2.
Yeah,
he's an animal.
What was that one game? Was it against the 49ers that they got blown out in the playoffs? No, who was that against? It was like 2 seasons ago.
The Lions?
Or not this last. Yeah, it was.
So they were up. They were up against the Niners not too long about last season. Yeah, they ended up losing that game.
It was a playoff game. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were. I think didn't the Commanders beat them this? Yeah, because
this year was the Commanders. Yeah, but I don't think that was too much of a blowout.
Well, no, because it was close, and kind of that same deal where kind of a little bit of a boneheaded decision by Dan Campbell could have made it a 1-possession game instead. A big play for the Washington Commanders set them up pretty well, and I think they ended up scoring a touchdown. So
yeah, I do remember that part. Yeah.
Yeah, kickers aren't manly enough for Dan Campbell. That could be true. They might be the first one to get their kneecaps bitten off, I think.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
But how we doing today, folks? Let me know. 23 people across the board here in the UA Break Room on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, sending us all around. Grow this break page, grow this community. Now, between that, we can get more conversations going, more breaks going, more opportunity for trades as people always have their stock as well of what to trade for. Some people are nice and organized. They got a spreadsheet. You can kind of just check in and see what's available on their sheet, which is, like I said, pretty cool. Like a way to stay organized. Looking fantastic. Looking good. Cubs are playing the Rockies in Chicago today at 1:20 start. Just for the sake of the Rockies maintaining that awful record, I hope the Cubs do sweep the Rockies.
Yeah.
And, yep, that might be the last nice thing you hear me say about the Cubs this year. No, that's fine. I think they're doing well. Again, if in my mind, my only thing, I don't want to be a stick in the mud around my Cubs buddies. It's just those bats better stay hot. That's the only thing, because they're giving up at least 7 to 8 runs a game on that pitching side of things. They better score 9 to 10 runs if they want to maintain this current lead in the Central.
Yeah, no kidding.
Minus 350 on the money line for the Cubs.
Oh my! Yeah, well, the Rockies are gunning for that Chicago White Sox record that was set last year. For what it's worth,
they kind of held their own against the Yankees. They beat them in Game 1.
Yeah.
They got blown out in Game 2, 13-1, but 5-4 loss last night for the Rockies. So, oh boy, they're trying, kinda.
Well, new manager for them. Hopefully, it's starting to really shift things in that locker room.
I hope not.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
No.
They're probably they're on pace to lose like 130 plus games this
think
year, which
so.
is crazy. I mean, we
I
thought
think-
last year was crazy
I
with the
think
White
as
Sox.
of now, they're still on pace for maybe 23 wins. I think that's
That's-
what they're at.
Terrible.
Yeah. And jokingly, I don't know if I said this to you already, but I want to be on that joking side for a White Sox fan and just be like, you know what? Damn it, this is our record.
Yeah, right.
We can't even lose right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. That was what I was saying during that standoff last week with the White Sox and the Mariners. They can't even win a standoff on their own home field.
Yeah,
right,
so that's
right
a
after the
bad
national
omen.
anthem.
So it's a bad standard
Yeah,
if you can't
come
do
on,
that.
guys. What are we doing?
Also, as somebody that works in base like game production like that had to be so annoying. Just like, guys, you're setting us back. You gotta get a mini manager out there. You
Right.
gotta get a first pitch out there. Like,
Not to
sit
mention,
down.
like, I'm sure it was fun for the camera crew that they went and documented that.
Yeah,
but at
maybe.
the same time, like, you're looking at, do you have to be out there while the first pitch is being thrown just to get a camera on these guys, right?
At Jay Colvin, I have a Mike Evans STS Flex looking to move. Let him know. Let him know if you want to make any movement there. And then Aaron Custer checking back in, more Lions talk. Aaron Glenn leaving to the Jets also hurts. You're absolutely correct. We will see if Dan Campbell is a funny speech guy or more of a head coach than we realize. Yeah, I hope so. Like I said, I think he can obviously controls a room. The guys will run through a wall for this guy. Can he maintain the talent and see that it's just, hey, maybe it's more than just these coordinators. Maybe it is actually me. Everyone is focused on Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn. But yeah, exactly right. Obviously, Ben Johnson going to the Bears, Aaron Glenn going to the Jets. And Aaron Glenn, I love Aaron Glenn, the way that he speaks during these press conferences when the whole thing with like, oh, is Aaron Rodgers going to come back to the Jets? Do you want Aaron Rodgers back? And Aaron Glenn just like, we're focused on the people that are here and want to play.
Yeah.
Like, we're not dealing with distraction. And I believe, and again, that whole thing with like Aaron Rodgers complaining like, oh, the Jets didn't fly me out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your $300 million wasn't enough to pay for a plane ticket.
Right.
In that same regard, just like, again, I love that Aaron Glenn's just like, yeah, no nonsense, not dealing with this guy. It's just like, exactly, like, do you want to be here or you don't? It's as simple as that. All right, so there you go. That's the great mindset. Yeah, exactly right. Aaron's saying the same thing. I love how Aaron Glenn handled Aaron Rodgers. He knows. Like he's just immediately you look at him, he just seems like no nonsense. Like he's not gonna play games. Like this isn't the Aaron Rodgers show. As much as Aaron Rodgers thinks the NFL is all for him, and he's just basically essentially becoming a podcaster at this point. Like,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
This isn't the Aaron Rodgers league. This is the National Football League. Like, it's just not going to happen. So, play ball, suit up, or get out. It's as simple as that. I'm glad Aaron Glenn handled it the way that he did. But let's handle this break room the way that we should here. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's get some breaks going, folks. Still 5 to go across the board in a couple different spots. I can refresh and see if we're any which way closer on a couple of breaks. Still 5 to go in the Memorial Day double box. I'm with you. Let's close out that minis. Let's get that closed. 7 to go on that mini. One more mini. It's a Michael Vick. Just got to determine what team and what divisions you guys will be in. Well, obviously, what team the helmet is on, and then which divisions you guys would be in for said helmet. So let's get that mini solved. Once we clear out that Michael Vick, get a fresh batch of minis. That is one of our mainstays. Obviously, the minis, the practice squad, the vault, the diamonds, the jerseys, all of our mainstays. We're always fresh and ready to roll on that. So as soon as you clear out of the minis, fresh set of minis. Brand new 30 minis in, ready to roll. Jersey Slime. The main reason an idiot like Pat McAfee is on the air is because he can always kiss up to AA Ron. I think that's man. Pat McAfee is entertaining. We can't deny that. He's funny. He's very very quick witted. Is he? I could definitely you can definitely throw the label of annoying on there from time to time. Sure. Is he a little energetic? Sure. Yeah, that's exactly right. But kiss up, maybe. Definitely to Aaron Rodgers. So you if you're in the position you are sometimes like that, you know who to kiss up to. I guess that's true. Pat. Poor Pat. I get enough of him on Monday Night Raw from time to time, which we'll probably watch later tonight. And well, again, same thing. He's energetic and a little loud from time to time.
No doubt.
But
It's that polarizing personality is what
Yeah.
everybody loves about him, you know?
Oh yeah. I can deny that. I need to watch. I did need to watch, but I guess a lot of people like to watch him. Yeah, just to to each his own. Yeah, exactly right.
It's like a car crash that you can't help but watching, right?
Exactly.
So, like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, sometimes it's not. Sometimes he has fair points. A lot of times, actually. But at the same time, you're going to watch him because it's like, oh, the way he's presenting it and stuff, it's exciting to people. And whether you like him or hate him,
Exactly.
you're like, I got to see what he has to say.
For me, sometimes it kind of depends on the mood. If I'm feeling like I can handle a lot of silly stuff today, I'll throw him on because it's not just him. It's like him and his boys. They're all always like that pack of hyenas he's got. They're always chirping in and chiming in.
Yeah.
They're fun. Like I said, those guys are entertaining as well. But like, it's just, can you deal with that day type deal? Like, do you want to deal with that frat boy energy?
Yeah, right.
Two people on ESPN that do nothing for me, McAfee and Kendrick. Oh yeah, Kendrick Perkins. I mean,
Yep, I would have to agree on that.
I'll leave it at one of those things where you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Kendrick Perkins thinks that he was the gum in the Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook.
Oh gosh.
He thinks he was the glue guy there.
Yeah.
When I would actively in NBA 2K, I would actively sub him out any point in time whenever he was the starter. So yeah, that's kind of where Kendrick Perkins is at. Yeah, professional frat party there. Yeah, that's probably the best way to I guess to label the Pat McAfee show. Big old frat party. And I'm with you, Ronnie and Sulaco. Let's do a diamond single. Anyone want to do a diamond single? Ronnie is in. Let's do that diamond single. Diamonds are ready and they're nice and fresh, nice and healthy. 14 headliners, 29 boxes still available. Kurt Warner, Bo Nix on a Speedflex, Josh Allen on a Speedflex, Saquon Barkley, Terrell Davis on Authentics, Speedflex Steve Young, Justin Jefferson on Authentic, Baker Mayfield Speedflex, Marshall Falk, and then Derrick Henry on Speedflexes, including Antonio Gates, AJ Green, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jim Kelly as secondary headliners in that diamond section. Aaron Custer says, I'm looking to trade the Falk from the practice squad if anyone is interested. Won that just yesterday. I believe it was a rep helmet. So go ahead and dive on into the practice squad and everything, folks. Creeping up on almost 11 o'clock. Haven't had a ton of movement. I'll definitely refresh, but if we're not breaking in about 10 or so minutes, we'll probably just head on out, get reset for 12 p.m., and then be looking good for the rest of the day, folks. So if you want a chance at this Chase wheel spin, get cracking on this Memorial Day double box. That's probably our closest still at 5 to go. Yep, still lurking at 5 to go. Saw someone cracking into the quad box. Still a single is available as well. This Memorial Day break is ready for the taking. So you guys are already here, 17 strong. I've been seeing it pop off anywhere between 10 and 25 people. If you're in that sweet spot right now, this is the time to do it. No reason to wait. No reason to wait and see that, oh man, insert giant name here that seems to take all the breaks and all the wins. He's here again. She's here again. Why? No need to wait. Be that big time winner right now. Go ahead and do it. Hop on in. Like I said, we'll reestablish and see how we're looking at around 11. Kind of gather ourselves there. So at the very least, maybe a 10 or so odd minute warning. But let's go ahead and definitely hit everything. Half and half is close on 5 to go. We're close on a practice squad. We're pretty close on this first Memorial Day break. I I don't want to hop off, but again, if we're not moving anything, there's no reason. So let's get it going, folks. Let's get her going. You guys are all here. It's the day off, looking good. Let's get to breaking.
No doubt. Would love to see that Memorial break happen because that series is fresh for today, of course. And we've got a lot of names in there. 20 headliners amongst the 30 boxes, which include Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Josh Allen right off the bat. I mean, I could go on, but those are 3 gigantic names.
If you're looking for a who's who of quarterbacks, you got Roger Staubach, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Josh Allen, and Tom Brady just chilling in this Memorial Day sale. Wide receivers of old and new Hall of Famers and just legends of current day now, Randy Moss and Jamar Chase. You got a speed flex. You got a triple sign speed flex of Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London. Oh, I'm missing out also. Kurt Warner was just blocking my view, unfortunately. So again, that same breadth with all those quarterbacks. You want a solid set of defenders? You got Aaron Donald, Champ Bailey, all available. Bruce Smith, all available in this Memorial Day section. So whatever you're trying to cover, whether it's just QBs, whether it's just speed flexes, whether it's a couple of big names of current day now, all available in the Memorial Day section. And then secondary headliners include Aiden Hutchinson, Antonio Gates, and AJ Green. Let's go ahead and get to breaking, folks. Let's see where we're at. See a couple orders piling in, so that's fine and dandy. Maybe refresh and see what we're working with. 4 to go now in that double box. So that's going to be the one, folks. I'll hold out if you guys are willing to break it into it. Double box is 4 to go now in the Memorial Day section. So let's go ahead and break that. Like I mentioned, the double box, half and half is 5 to go still as well. 5 to go on that practice squad single. So we're 5s and 4s now. 5s and 4s. Let's go ahead and hit that, guys. I'll drop it one more time. Link again for the double box Memorial Day. Four to go in that Memorial Day double box. Like I said, if you need a little visual reminder of what we're working with here in the Memorial Day section, besides Aiden Hutchinson, Antonio Gates, and AJ Green as our secondary headliners, these are everyone and everything we're looking at to chase in this Memorial Day section. It is our chase wheel spin. If we crack open that double box, you guys' names will be in that break, that chase wheel spin, two times around.
It is doable. We do have time, and also, like you said, twice the opportunity in that chase wheel spin is nice.
Plenty of time, plenty of opportunity. Let's get these breaks filled up. Like I said, we'll reassess how we're looking in a little bit, but as of now, 4 to go in that Memorial Day double box. Let's get that one broken into, folks. No reason to start off Memorial Day at the 9 a.m. show and not have a Memorial Day break at all. Come on now.
That'd be un-American.
I think so. Be like putting coleslaw on a hamburger or something.
There's people that do that out there. It's
Oh
crazy.
God, not now. Not here.
There actually used to be an item on the menu at the Boomers games that was called the Schomburger, and it was pulled pork and coleslaw on a burger. So I mean, with the pulled pork on there, I think it's a good combo. But if you just do like coleslaw on there, I don't know. That's a little strange to me.
A little kraut action, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
We see all these helmets, all these speed flexes, tons of great inscriptions on there as well. See the 200 sacks on the Bruce Smith. You see the Triple Crown there on the Jamar Chase.
King MC saying, whoever doesn't want the Smith or the Moss, I'll send you my info.
There you go.
I don't know, my guy.
All are available.
They might want that Smith and the Moss because they're both speed flexes and they're both absolute.
Well, if you
Hall
hop
of
on
Fame
into the break
legends.
there, it could end up being yours. No need to
Yeah.
send off a trade or anything like that. Just go ahead and hop on in and just win it yourself there.
Right.
Nothing better than just getting in there and getting the job done all by yourself, all by your lonely. Fill out an entire break page all by yourself and get that dub. You can guarantee yourself that you're going to hop in that AFC East and just clean house. Like I said, four big four quad up opportunities here in that AFC East between Tom Brady, Randy Moss, Bruce Smith, Josh Allen. AFC West, I see Champ Bailey, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Antonio Gates as our secondary headliner. Edgerrin James and Peyton Manning in the AFC South. NFC South, at Mike Evans, Drew Brees, that triple sign, London, Pitts, and Robinson. NFC West, Warner, Donald. NFC East, Emmitt Smith, Roger Staubach. AFC North, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, and then potentially AJ Green if he's on a Bengals lid. Those are the big quad up, triple up, double up opportunities here in the Memorial Day section. Like I said, that double box last time we checked in was 4 to go.
Still there at 4 to go.
Still at
And at
4.
the halfway point, it's going to start to climb down this mountain, guys.
Exactly right.
Don't lose the opportunity to get your spot. With 20 headliners in that series, there's a good chance that one of them comes out in this first box, while the ratios are 2/3 right now.
Yep.
Exactly. So it's going to start hot from the jump. Don't wait until something's off the board. Get in there while everything is still available. Give yourself the best chances.
Best chances, best odd at whatever headliner you feel is right. Nice, even Steven. Looking good. So NBA, Western Conference tonight. NHL, Eastern Conference. No, I don't believe there's any American Association games tonight. No, the Dogs lost 4-2.
Yeah, I don't think the Boomers are playing this afternoon.
Oh, they are?
They are playing the Evansville Otters. So they'll start a 3-game series against them. They got an afternoon game being that it's the holiday. But then as far as, let's see, other teams playing, I don't think there's much else going on.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not in the minor league area. of
Major
things.
leagues, yes. But
Oh, yeah. And funny enough, I was actually making this point with the White Sox the other day when they signed Adrian Hauser, who's going tonight for the Sox. A very
is
American.
this his debut?
No, it's his second
Oh,
game.
second start. I missed his first one.
Very American Association like start for him. The White Sox signed him maybe 5 or 6 hours before he got the bump, got onto the bump,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
went out there 6 scoreless, got the win.
Nice.
Way to be, Adrian.
Which first game was that? It was.
He was last week. I feel like it was. Let's see. What was his last game?
Second game against the Mariners, maybe.
It might have been. Yeah. You got that game where they only had the 4 hits. The Mariners did.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he went 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. So if we can carry that over, that'd be nice. So Hauser, yeah, okay, he was on the Brewers. That's how okay. So I feel like I remembered him like that forever. Brewers a majority of his career. He's got a Texas Rangers lid on his picture, but it says Brewers, Mets, and White Sox. So maybe technically a revenge game for Hauser. Played on the Mets last year, going up against him today here in the Met. City Field. Is it City Field or is that
Yes. Yeah, Citi Field. We got some movement in those jerseys again. That's Dominic Calabrese jumping in there,
Nice.
taking up 2 spots. So 6 to go in the jerseys now, guys.
There we go.
Coaching up on that 11 o'clock hour.
We sure are. I'll do a quick refresh. Since we are 4 to go in that double box still, I'll hold out. I'll go 5 more minutes. If you guys buy another spot, there'll be another 5 more minutes. And then we'll see how that goes from there. So, if we want to really, like I said, let's get into this Memorial Day double box, guys. Let's close out these last 4 spots. Let's get a chase wheel spin. Otherwise, we'll close out. We'll get ready and get reset for 12 o'clock in about 5-ish minutes or so. Like I said, you guys control the day. You guys control it in that sense. So if you want to add some time, want to little flip the hourglass back over and get some more time added to yourselves, buy another spot, keep going, keep going. So if you want to keep going, you just got to keep buying spots. Keep buying spots so we can get a break going. Otherwise, I can get my Memorial Day started.
No doubt.
No, I'm just kidding. Memorial Day is already getting started. This is how we get the day going.
It would be better if we got the Memorial Day boxes started.
Exactly right. Good opportunity here. Like you mentioned, everything's for the taking. Nothing's gone yet. So like, oh, I missed out on that. You didn't miss out on nothing. Everything's currently here as of right now. But eventually it will be gone. So hop in, take it while you can. Get it now, get it now, get it now, get it now. 4 to go in that double box. Like I mentioned, we'll do a 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning here in the UA break room. Got to see that 4 go down to 2, go down to 1, go down to 0. That's the goal here in the next 5, 10-ish minutes. So, like I said, we'll refresh in about that time, kind of establish where we are, and we'll see from there. But go ahead, guys. No reason for me to hit that stop stream button. I want to see a break. I want to see this Memorial Day stuff happen. I mean, as of right now, we always have really cool, like, kind of put a hat on top of a hat that we do here in the UA break room. My current gimmick, I guess, that I got, for lack of a better term, current favorite gimmick we got going on here. If you hop over into the basketball section, you don't even need to get a win. Just getting a spot gets you into the finals. And what does that mean? At the very end of this break, we will take everyone that's gotten a spot in the basketball section. Every single name. We'll do our randomization, whatever that number is that day. We'll go around that many times. And whoever's up on the top is going to receive a gift card. For every 3-pointer that's made in the NBA Finals, that's going to be $5 for every 3-pointer that's made, and that will be a UA gift card back in your pocket. So again, you don't even need to win an item. Just get a spot into the basketball section, and you have a chance at that wheel spin at the very end of the basketball series.
Rip and I looked it up last year. Only 5 games in the finals. There were about 108 3-pointers made.
That's
so
crazy.
You're looking at over $500 in a UA gift card if
Exactly.
that happens again, especially if the Pacers make the finals, how many threes they shoot. And once again, as I just said, that series last year only went 5 games. Imagine a 6th or even a 7th game with the Pacers in it. You could be looking close to like 150, 200 3-pointers, and that's closer to $600 or $700 in a UA gift card.
And I was being super conservative when I did my example yesterday. I'm like, if it's just 53 pointers in 4 games, say it's a sweep,
Right.
quick series, that's still $250 in a gift card.
Yeah, no kidding.
But again, this day and age, only 53 pointers, that's not going to happen. We're looking well into the hundreds. So I would think at the very least, right around $500 is going to be the sweet spot for that gift card.
Yeah, I would say that, no doubt.
Like I said, you're praying for deep balls, a ton of scoring, and a long series if you're in that NBA Finals. So hop in. That's just, again, another added incentive, another carrot we got here to dangle in front of you for that basketball section. And not only that, too, I mean, we have all our guys that are currently in the semifinals, finals, and winning for that gift card. So the 4 names, at the very least, those 4 individuals are going to be going home with a $150 gift card. Winner of the Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals gets a $300 gift card, and the winner of the whole Ship Shop shebang gets a $750 gift card. So that's really cool. Like I said, he had to get in that previous basketball series to get involved in that, but still to get in this current basketball series with that chance at every 3-pointer is $5 gift card series. That's currently going on right now. Beyond the Arc, baby. Hence the name Beyond the Arc.
Right.
I would only assume.
Yeah.
So guys and gals, I'll quickly refresh again. I'll see where we're at. We're almost at that 5 extra minutes that we added to. Like soccer, we put on some extra time. There was an injury. I think I was arguing with the ref. I almost got a red card, but we're okay. We're all right. Like I said, 5 to go in a couple spots, 4 to go in that double box. I see 6 to go now in a jersey. Like you mentioned before, we had two spots absorbed earlier, but haven't moved in that double box like I had made mention. Like I said, one more quick refresh. I'll see if there's any orders popping in, but so far might be the stopping point for here in the 9 a.m. section, guys and gals. So I'll quickly turn it over to you, Mike, just to kind of spread us out, make sure we give anybody any extra time. But any other final questions, comments, concerns before we potentially wrap up this 9 a.m. show here on this Memorial Day?
Nope, I got nothing. I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure working with you here. I'll be back for all of you at home for the 6 p.m. show tonight. Common will be out. I will be in. Rob and I will be breaking. So get in here, get those spots early so that by the time that 6 o'clock rolls around, you've either won something or you've got your spots taken up so that you can win something then, especially in this Memorial Day break. So jump on it early.
Well, that's good. You'll be taking a break. We'll take a break. As Steve Stone always says, get your rest.
Yeah.
Get your rest, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do from here. So guys and gals, like I said, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube. We're on at 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. all throughout the day and all throughout the week. So making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, making sure we're growing this break page so we can do exactly that. So for Mike and myself, Nick Johnston, we're going to go ahead and sign off here in the UA break room today. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for buying. Thank you for breaking. And like I said, we'll go ahead and we'll get you set up for 12 p.m. So we'll go see you guys in just a little bit.